Hi, I'm Jessica from K Johnson G, and I'm going to chat you through a few different reports that we're able to run on Xero. So first things first, you get to your Xero dashboard, and from there you're able to access your reports. So you'll go to accounting, and then on the drop down you click reports here. So once you're on your report page, you can click onto balance sheet. So if we just load that one up, there we go. So this one shows your assets and liabilities. So your fixed assets are on here. So obviously there are assets which you're going to have use of for more than a year. You've got your cash and bank levels here as well, and then the amounts that you owe, and also other debt balances in with your current assets as well. So here we're able to run it for several different periods. So we can have it as at today, as at the end of last month, at the end of last quarter, or at the end of your last financial year as well. There is also the option to have a custom date range. So if you're trying to do some sort of specific reporting, you're able to use that as well. And you're also able to add in comparative periods as well. So the prior two periods, for example, if we click update, just once it loads, they would appear there. Obviously, if there are any figures in, as this is a demo company, they don't pull through, but they would appear next to you. So you're able to compare year on year as well, which is really useful. To go back to reports, we're able to just click reports up here in the top left corner. And from there, again, we're able to access some further reports. So we've got profit and loss. So if we click on that, this obviously will show you the turnover for the year, your profit for the year, and sort of your tax charge for the year as well. So very similar to the balance sheet in forms of layout. You're also able to select multiple date ranges and some comparative periods as well. This filter area, which was also on the balance sheet report, it can be filtered by department if your Xero is set up that way as well. So on here, we can got our sales, we've got our cost of sales, and all our administrative expenses. And then it also comes down to profit after tax, and then obviously your tax charge as well. So that is that one. We also go back to reports. We can go down to items such as, let me just see where I can spot it. Here we go. Sort of like age payable summary. We've got that one when it loads up as well. So this can show the sort of who you are owing money to and who you need to pay. So what we can do is we can also do this at any, so if we wanted at any date, so if we wanted to know sort of who we owed money to as at today, we can run the report, and that shows who we still need to pay for services that they provided. And when it comes to sort of year end or management accounts, you can also, as per the other reports, you can also run it as of the end of last month, last quarter, and last financial year as well. So that's very useful. You can also click into each supplier on the report, and then that gives you more of a detail on sort of what it is that you actually owe. So it gives you the invoice reference and things like that. Age receivables is also known as trade debtors, is also very similar as well. So if we go back to the reports page, we should be able to see that as well. So here we are, age receivables detail. I'll just show you this one in contrast to the age payables summary, because this one outlines every single invoice without you having to click into it. So this one you're able to run again as at today, end of last month, end of last quarter, and end of financial year. And this shows you who owes you money and who you could be chasing debts from, basically. So this splits it out by invoice and gives you obviously the total that you should be expecting to come in as well. So it splits it by less than 1 month, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and older as well. So that is that age receivables detail. So if we can go back to the reports page, there's a few handy tips to be able to find these quite quickly, because there are a few of them. So you're able to favourite, so we can favourite balance sheet, and we can favourite age receivables summary, and we can favourite age payable summary, and we can favourite, where's profit and loss gone? There we go, we can favourite profit and loss. And then when we drop down onto here, we just refresh our system. If we go back onto the reports drop down, you can see that the 4 there are all ready to go and with easy access on the drop down there. So those are the key 4 that you need. To be able to find something a bit more specific within your account transactions, you can also click on this report called account transactions, and you're able to click a nominal in particular. So for example, if we wanted to break down of sales, just by nominal, so almost like a bit like a sales daybook of what's been posted to that nominal within the period. So if we wanted to know what was in this month in our sales, we would then update. And we've not issued any sales for the period actually, so that's fine. But what we can do is we can do it for the last year, so this financial year, and we can run again. And there we go, the demo company has had some sales in the year. So we've got them all there, receivable invoices and receivable credit notes, and obviously they contrast against each other when it's a credit note. So there we go, we've got a list of all the sales in the period. And if you go into report settings, you're able to sort this by either accruals basis, so when the invoice was raised, or on the cash basis of when it was actually paid, depending on what you're after looking for. But yeah, overall, that is a really useful report as well. So what we'll do is we'll go back to reports, and we will add that to our favorites as well, just by clicking on the little star next to it there. And then if we refresh, we should be able to see that that will fall into our reports there. There we go, accounts transactions. So that's probably the most effective way of finding reports quickly, and being able to look for sort of what you need, whether it's at year end or month end, or just to try and keep on top of things that you're chasing. That's great, thank you very much. I'll speak to you later.